Ligue 1 Auxerre vs Paris Saint-Germain prediction, team news, lineups preview. Under fire manager Luis Enrique will take his Paris Saint-Germain side to Auxerre in Ligue 1 on Friday night. PSG dropped points against Nantes last weekend, just days after suffering yet another defeat in the Champions League. Match preview. Another woeful result last weekend has heaped more pressure on PSG's manager, as they were held at home by lowly Nantes. The Canaries had gone 9 games without a win and were in the midst of a 4-game losing run, but still took a point from the Parc des Princes, with PSG flattering to deceive again. Despite recording 84% possession, the highest tally seen in Ligue 1 in 17 years, amassing 24 shots and an XG of 2.56, that still was not enough to win all 3 points for the Parisians. What was also surprising was that heading into that game, PSG had won all 7 games against teams in the bottom half, scoring at least 3 goals each time in the process. Fortunately, Monaco lost last weekend, so PSG actually extended their lead at the top to 7 points, and remain unbeaten in Ligue 1 this season, but placed in context, Enrique is still in trouble. Once again, a league game will take the back seat with preparation for their trip to Red Bull Salzburg likely to be prioritized, in what will be a huge game for the club. Auxerre will not be pushovers by any means though, and PSG cannot expect to simply show up and win here at the Stade de l'Abbé Deschamps. Even though Christophe Pelissier's side lost 2-0 at Toulouse last weekend to suffer a 5th defeat in 7 on the road, they have been superb on their return to Ligue 1. That defeat ended a 5-game unbeaten run that saw them take 13 points and push them straight into European contention. In a very congested mid-table, Auxerre are just a point away from slipping into the bottom half, but are only 4 points off the top 4, so they will be setting their sights on replicating the likes of Lens and Brest, who have gate-crashed the Champions League places in recent seasons. Home form has been their forte, winning 15 points in 6 games here so far this season, and only upcoming opponents and runaway league leaders PSG have more. This will be a huge challenge though, and manager Pelissier does not have the best record against the club from the capital, losing 9 of his 12 encounters as a manager, including both in their relegation season in 2022-23, when they were beaten 2-1 on home soil. Team news. There are no new injury concerns for PSG, as Seny Mayelu, Lucas Hernandez, and Presnel Kimpembe all remain sidelined. Goncalo Ramos has recently recovered from an ankle injury and started for the first time since August last weekend, but was unable to inspire PSG to victory, and his minutes may be managed with Randal Kolo Muani completely out of the picture at present. Rotation is likely ahead of the trip to Austria on Tuesday, but Ousmane Dembele is suspended for that European encounter, so can expect to play here instead. There are also a few injury worries for Auxerre, with Angelo Ngata still out, along with Ousmane Kamara and Lasso Koulibaly, who are unlikely to feature until the new year. Despite failing to find the net in defeat last week, Hamed Traoré is the key man for Auxerre. Having scored 6 goals in Ligue 1 so far, only Bradley Barcola, Mason Greenwood and Jonathan David have more. Auxerre possible starting lineup: Leon, Hover, Jubal, Osho, Akpa, Mensah, Owusu, Raveloson, Perrin, Sinioko, Traoré. Paris Saint-Germain possible starting lineup: Safonov, Hakimi, Lucas Beraldo, Skriniar, Nuno Mendes, Zaire Emery, Vitinha, Asensio, Dembele, Goncalo Ramos, Barcola. We say, Auxerre 1-2 Paris Saint-Germain. Despite excellent form at home this season, Auxerre will still find it very tough against the only remaining unbeaten side in Ligue 1. Regardless of their well-documented troubles, Enrique would probably trade a result here to ensure they win on Tuesday, but even with a slightly rotated team, they should have enough to beat a tricky Auxerre outfit. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.